Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come on here and do a fairly quick unscripted video because this is going to be the 400th video which I have posted on YouTube, obviously, of course, not counting the numerous shorts I have made over the years. I would like to thank, everybody who does watch my videos, particularly all the way through, even if you guys never comment or even drop a like. It really does, mean a lot for like channel engagement, knowing people are, at least clicking on my videos, even if they might decide to DNF them. I would like to, use this video as a chance to ask people respectful comments, of course, and I genuinely would like a little bit of advice. I mean, of course, I'm going to keep doing my own personality and presentation style on the topics I like, as I have spoken about in many prior videos, but I really would like a little bit of advice out there. For example, do you think I should use a different, better equipment for my filming? I've said in a number of my pen and ink videos, the reason I don't have it all an overhead tripod for filming and lighting devices. Of course, I do not have better lighting yet, although of course, the usual devices you can think of, because I just see so many conflicting reviews on Amazon. Some people say, yeah, this is awesome, still working after 5-10 years. My YouTube game has been completely changed for the better by, X, Y, Z, and others are like, this is terrible. I loved it at first, but after 2 months, it just came down and conked me over the head. Or this other thing, after 10 weeks, the battery busted out. So I really would like, information, advice about what kind of equipment I might use for better filming. Maybe I should invest in a microphone as well if I, get to 500 or 1,000 subs. I did reach 500 subs a while ago, but I reached it twice, actually. I was right not to celebrate the first time I hit 500 because I knew, given my track record, the number would, go down sooner than later. And yes, it did go down. It started sinking to 490 or whatever, and back up and back down and back down. And now it finally seems to have stuck past 500. I think I have 523, 532, either one of those numbers subs at present. I am very, thankful for everyone who decides to subscribe. And again, another thing I would like, genuine, helpful advice on how to use guys, get into a friend group on BookTube and AuthorTube. I mean, I know the one way, they say, comment on other people's videos, but for the first, I guess, year and a half or so, I began making content again seriously in September 2021. I originally started uploading, it was April or May of 2011, but I took a break for a good long while after my first, what was it, 10, 15, 20, whatever videos. Most of my earliest videos are animals, except for the first two are for book-related contests hosted by Brenda Lee Drake, who's kind of stepped away from hosting contests now. She's just focusing on being a full-time writer. But, anyway, in that first year and a half or so of seriously making videos, I tried my hardest to knock myself out, watching so many BookTube videos and commenting on them. I did so many readathons and readathons and read-alongs and things like that. And unfortunately, that was just a complete bust for networking and making friends. And I had almost no reciprocation, no matter how many people's videos I commented on. Even if I commented on their videos 10, 20 times, oh, surely that person will notice by now I'm a new regular and want to check me out, or at least say, oh, thanks for commenting, or check out one of my videos and just leave a comment. Nothing personal if they didn't click with the types of topics I usually like to do, or my very blunt working class way of speaking. I am not going to be one of those, I'm not insulting people who do this, but it's just, I have a very blunt, straightforward, shooting from the hip, I don't mince words, way of speaking, instead of, oh, this is so nice and that's so nice, and I'm going to say nice things about everyone and everything. I mean, of course, no insult to people who speak like that, but for me, it's just, if I do not like a book, or a subject in a book, or a so-called writing rule or anything like that, I'm just going to say it, and I'm going to try to be funny about it. I try to let my personality and interests influence the way I do videos, but I'm just not going to be one of those people who's all sugar and spice and everything is nice, and I'm never going to be negative at all. Sometimes negativity is merited as long as it's constructive, and I do like to turn my negative comments and thoughts into something that's funny. So again, let me know how you guys built up a friend circle on, BookTube and AuthorTube, and my number 3 type of content is like PenTube, although I don't make as nearly as many such videos as I could be, because again, I do not have the proper equipment, the overhead tripod, and the better filming. Just let me know like how you guys get invited to do collaborations with other like YouTubers. Have you been like pre-existing friends for a while? And all this time I have only done one buddy read. This was in May of 2022. I kind of happened to do that one almost by accident. It was a great experience, but nothing since then. I mean, I don't really care. Like I'm not like crying or anything like that. It's nothing personal to me, but it would be nice if people invited me to do some buddy reads. I'm just kind of nervous to ask people like, oh, would you like to read XYZ? Because I noticed you said like name is your favorite writer, you're really interested in this book or this subject, or you want to read more, let's say like Russian literature or like German 19th century literature, and they'll be like, ew, who are you? Why are you talking to me? Why are you inviting me to do a buddy read with you when I don't know you from Adam? What are you, stalking me? I mean, I know this is like irrational. It's like based on like CPTSD experiences I've had from junior high and my first day of my junior year of high school in a new high school I was only at for 1 year. But I just have this like irrational feeling people are gonna like, ew, go away, you're the new kid, we don't want to associate with you, like prove your spurs for like 5 years and then come back, and maybe then we'll consider inviting you to do a collab video or a co-host like a readathon with you, or want to do a buddy read with you. I just have this irrational like fear of rejection, because like trauma really does like rewire the brain, particularly when it happens at a young age. Like in the meantime, I'm going to continue doing the kind of presentation style I've had the entire time I've been on YouTube, as I just was talking about, as well as I'm going to continue trying to do an eclectic mix of video topics. For example, like top 10 topics I would like to see more of, and like historical fiction, and those types of in the top 10 videos, they usually have crossover for both BookTube and AuthorTube. For example, even if you're not writing about those things or like thinking about it, you've read books with that, or you want to see more of like XYZ topic in a certain genre or historical fiction in particular. That's my number one, the one I write as well. Like, and let me know again what other kinds of topics you would like me to do videos about. The reason I have not been doing nearly as much Dantean content over the last year or so as I did at the jump, my like bread and butter for a good long while was like Dante related videos. I'm like unfortunately like running out of storage space. I have almost no space left to airdrop a normal sized video onto my iPad, which was where I was doing iMovie editing for the longest time. If I have to do editing on a video now, if I want to or need to insert images or text, or I just like mess up and I have to like edit out a frame where I lost my voice and had to like drink water or like coughed, feel my throat getting scratchy. Again, obviously I'm not going to embarrass myself by putting out a video with that, or if I like say the wrong thing by mistake or like forget what I was going to talk about and there's like awkward silence for 15 seconds, I have to edit out that frame. So when I do need to edit a video and I cannot do it in one solid take throughout, like I've been trying so hard to do for the last like 6-9 months or whatever, I'm editing on my phone. I really hate that because it's such a smaller interface and it does not have the sound wave button along the bottom of the iMovie thing. So I just have to like watch it all the way through, instead of on iMovie I can like see on the bottom and I see where the line goes flat, so I can click there and then click when the sound starts coming again, so I know I can edit out that frame early on. I don't have to waste time like watching the whole video to know where exactly I have to edit out that frame. So that's the reason why I have not been doing like larger, more not impressive, like ambitious, I think that's the word, like videos that include a lot of inserted images like my Dante videos were. But as soon as I get more like storage space, I'm thinking of getting a new iPad. The current one only has like 64 like gigabytes of storage space. I need way more than that. Also, my thumb drives have run out of room for the saving new videos. I've been saving them on my iCloud drive right now. I'm looking into, of course, getting another even larger thumb drive for video storage, as well as the external hard drive, which would be like even better. So, just let me know what kinds of videos you guys use, filming equipment that would really step up my game, the storage equipment, the types of video editing you use, or maybe you have like non-book and non-writing and non-pen and ink related types of videos you would like me to do every so often. I still am planning to do a second channel called An Older Pierced Person's Perspective, like talking all about like body modification. At the moment, I'm only moderately modified, like almost all of my piercings are in my ears, but I do have, plans to get like high nostrils eventually and a septum piercing and a couple of other piercings. I'll save that for the channel. But if you do want to know more about that, maybe just a general interest video, you want me to talk a little bit about my piercings or other things that aren't related to my main things, and just let me know. Or maybe I could do another fun video like putting things through my stretched ears. They're a lot bigger now. They're not really that big, but compared to the video I had previously sticking things through them, and they were at 2 different sizes, then that would be a fun video to do. Or maybe you want to do like an Ask Me Anything video. Maybe if I ever reach 1,000 subs, I can do that, or save that for the 500th video. And I do have a few previous videos I shot before this one that I have not yet uploaded, but of course this is intended as the 400th video to be uploaded. So hopefully this wasn't too scatterbrained and rambling and all over the place. Let me know your thoughts on all these things down in the comments, and really thank you guys very much for watching all, I know most of you probably haven't watched all 400 videos, but just for subscribing and helping to boost my channel. Slow and steady progress is, still progress, and just any other similar subjects you guys can think of. So bye.